What if your body was a gift and contribution to your life and not something that you've been stuck with? What if your body could change quickly and easily? Right Body for You will inspire you and show you a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Now here's your host, Donnielle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Right Body for You. I am your host and body tour guide, Donnielle. And today we are live. Woo-hoo! I'm so excited. The last 2 weeks were pre-recorded because, interestingly enough, I was on a plane each time, going to India and then coming back from India. I did a Right Body for You 2.5-day workshop there, plus a 1-day Right Body for You taster facilitator class. And it was a rockin' class. Oh, my gosh, I had so much fun. Shout out to all my new friends there in India. Wow, it was a potent class. It was a fun class. The places that the people who attended the class were willing to go was just inspiring, even for me. I honestly, you guys can perceive the energy. Me and my body had so much fun, and it really, it for me, facilitating classes or doing the radio show or, even doing the special radio show we're doing today, it's so much fun for me because I have the best job in the world because when I facilitate others, I get facilitated. And, this class in India changed a lot for me also, and it's just such a gift to me, and it's such an honor. So thank you all who choose to play with me because it's an honor. It's a lot of fun, and it's so exciting to be back live. I'm actually going to be live for the next couple of weeks. I'm so excited about that. I'm in Utah. My body and I are taking a few weeks of not being in a plane, which is a new experience. I can't actually recall the last time there's been a week that I haven't either gone up or down in a plane left the country, came to a country. Anyway, so today we are doing an interesting show. I'm so excited about this show. It's an experiment. We've not done it before. I've not seen someone do it, so here we go. We'll see what happens. So each week, I give you a lot of tools. Each week on this show or in a Right Body for You class, there's a lot of tools about how to change things with your body or change things with your life or, the symbiotic relationship of how to change things with your life and your body. And I get a lot of emails going, which tools I use when or how or what, and I'm always teasing them like, well, you can use more than one tool at a time and blah, 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 blah. So what I thought would actually be fun was to do a live on-air session and have somebody who I haven't worked with before and go right from the beginning with them. So we won't be taking any calls during this show because it's a peek into what a session is like of using these Right Body for You tools. And remember, all the Right Body for You tools are based on Access Consciousness tools, which work on the energetic level. So what we did is we mentioned on the shows, we put out on Facebook on the Right Body for Your radio show page and said, hey, if you would like a free on-air session, if you'd be willing to be vulnerable and drop your barriers and have a good time and do a session online, please put in your name. And so we got so many inquiries, and thank you so much. There was so much interest in it. I am truly touched. And then we energetically just randomly drew a name. And so we are going to go from there. So joining me today is it Junaline? Is that how you say that? Junaline. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Junaline. Hi, Junaline.
Hi.
You're in Lebanon, correct?
Yes, I'm in Lebanon, but I'm actually from Canada. I'm Canadian.
Well, of course
I'm based in Lebanon.
That totally,
yes, of course I am. Yes.
Sense.
Yes. And I'm in Beirut, Lebanon, and I'm a CF. I'm a new CF. And I brought access to this country, actually. We started doing a lot of access bars classes in the last year. And things are going well. I actually just also opened a beautiful center that can accommodate access classes. How did we get it better than that?
How can we get it better than that? And so,
yeah.
and thank you for doing this with us today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. So, all right, here we go. You ready? All right.
Oh, yes.
So, first thing I would like to do for everybody, including you and I, producers, listeners, all projections, separations, expectations, rejections, and judgments you have of you, right body for you, access, Gary, Dane, me, the tools, your body, anybody else's bodies, truth. Would you guys be willing to destroy and uncreate all those?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, no, pocket, line, shorts, boys, and beyond. And the reason I'm doing this for you, Junaline, I'm sorry, I did it again.
Like Evangeline.
Yes.
Like Evangeline.
This is, honestly, you guys, this is why I call most people honey. I do.
Okay.
I have a.
Great. Call me honey.
I bastardize names really, really, really well. It's a talent.
You can call me June, actually, to make it easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So the reason I do this is because when we have any expectation of what will come into a session, or facilitating a class, we actually start to limit what is possible. And so this is why I do this in the start of all classes, sessions, everything, just so that what actually can occur has a chance of occurring. Okay, so I'm going to do it one more time. So all projections, separations, expectations, rejections, and judgments of you, your body, right body for you, access, Gary, Dane, me, your body, anybody else's bodies, truth. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all those?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pocket, line, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, cool. All right. June, honey, Junaline.
Wonderful. Great. You got it.
Yes.
Awesome. You got it.
So, truth. What would you in your body like to look at today?
Sorry, what would my body? Okay. All right.
What would you in your body like to look at today? Okay, for those listening, I ask this because energy comes up. Okay. So
the judgment that I have of my body, my physical body, and how I look like. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So cool. So you think that is the start and create it?
Thank you. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pocket, line, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, and those who are listening, just to let you guys know, her willingness to say yes is what starts to shift and change all this stuff. So this is why it's like I will pause to get that yes. So it's that, yes, this doesn't work for me. Yes, I'm going to choose something else and allow the energy to change. And what I'm using is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, which is right, wrong, good, bad, pocket, line, shorts, boys, and beyond, which if you heard the show at all or if you've done any Access classes, you've heard it. And if you haven't, please go to theclearedstatement.com and you can learn all about it. But just know that if you have a willingness to change, it does. And here we go into the session. Okay, so so truth, if you get anything out of this, what would it be?
Non-judgment of my body. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No judgment of your body, okay? Everything that body. Is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Okay, right, wrong, good, bad, pocket, line, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so that is there a little bit, but truth. What would you like to get out of this? What would you and your body like to look at today?
What I'm getting is this some kind of clarity.
Okay, on
some kind of space. Clarity on is this, why I judge my body and where that's coming from, and why no matter how much work I do, it still keep coming up. This judgment of when I look at my physical body and it's like this. So I want to not have that.
Stop. Okay, I'm gonna hold you. go back for a second. And when you said you have this judgment, okay, so that's where the energy is. That's this judgment. What is that judgment that you're desiring to change?
It's like for every little thing that happens in my body, I always sense something that it's gaining weight or I don't like a particular part of my body. And I always notice it. But I'm not actually like, you know, but it's I'm seeing all the time because people don't see it. So who is with me seeing all these judgments? Because I'm always seeing it with, it's projections, expectations. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So everything that is.
Yeah.
And, okay, cool. So and this is so awesome that you and I are doing this on a radio show.
Yeah.
So what invention of outside validation or invalidation are you using to destroy the creation of your body?
Wow.
Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and create it, please?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, on night shorts, boys, and beyond. So, truth, are you willing to see your body? Are you willing to see your body through your awareness rather than other people's?
I'm beginning to see it through my awareness.
That's not what I asked, honey.
Sorry?
That's not what I asked. You said, I'm beginning to see it. What I asked you, are you willing?
I'm willing to see it through my awareness.
Anything that doesn't allow that with ease and no judgment, truth, would you be willing to destroy and create it?
Yes, please.
Wrong, good, bad, fuck, on night shorts, boys, and beyond.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, what energy space? So, who does it belong to? Okay.
Yeah.
And so I know you're CF, and I know you facilitate classes, and that's awesome. Well, I know because you just told me. And I know you facilitate classes. I know, sometimes I'm really cute.
I'm new. Sometimes I can't believe I'm one. So anyway, go on.
All right, so cool. All right, so everything that is, everything that doesn't allow this to be you and I and your body. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes, please.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, on night shorts, boys, and beyond. And everywhere that you're not allowing contribution from others, because it sounds like contribution to you is coming in form of judgments usually. So everything that doesn't allow you to receive contribution from the people listening to the show or anybody in your life, truth, would you be willing to try and create that?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, on nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay. Hold on, sorry. All right. Okay, so, once again, anything that doesn't allow this to be you and I and your body, while still allowing the contribution from others, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so, truth. Okay, do this. See, you guys, this is a tool that we use a lot. It's like anything that does not stand, anything that is a lie or untrue cannot hold up in consciousness and space. And this is one of the tools I give you guys a lot. So anytime you're judging yourself, you want to. This is a great, just easy starter tool to get to. Okay, so take all of the nervousness, or take all of the I have to do this right, or other people are listening, or blah 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 blah. Okay, and everywhere you guys already think you know the tools, take all of that, please. Okay, first, go back. Everywhere, take all of the nervousness, people are listening, or I have to get this right, all of those. Take all of those and make it infinite. Okay? You don't actually have to imagine anything. Just ask for it to happen, and it will. So make it infinite.
Yeah.
Okay? Anything doesn't allow you, and see, for most people, this starts to dissipate then, so that you can be more present with actually what's going on. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Cool. And then take everywhere you think you know the tools to prove the tools.
Mm-hmm.
Truth. Destroy and uncreate that, please.
Yes.
Cool. Right, well, good, bad, Paco, nice, first, boys, and males. Okay, everyone, and I'm doing this again because just of expectations. Because while the session is just Junaline and I, it's also a lot of energy from a lot of other people. And so I want to acknowledge Junaline for being this willingness and the space to do this, because this is new. This is uncharted territory. And sessions tend to be very private, intimate things. So let's all please acknowledge the courage and the amazingness and vulnerability of Junaline to go, sure, I'll do an on-air session talking about my body, which is...
Oh, God.
Yeah. Right, there we go. So everything that is...
Okay.
There we go. Everything that is truth. Truth would be willing to destroy and uncreate anything and allow the contribution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, Paco, nice, shirts, boys, and beyond. Okay, cool. So, truth, if you and your body could get anything out of this, what would it be? Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that allow you to have clarity and ease with that, destroy and uncreate it, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, Paco, nice, shirts, boys, and beyond. Okay. So, yeah, wanting to get rid of judgment, great. And if you could truly ask for anything with no point of view, no judgment, no projections, what would that be?
Ease.
Say the ease?
Ease, yeah. Ease, joy and glory, ease.
Okay. Anything doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all my insurance boys and beyonds. Okay. So, so we've been talking a lot about judgments and bodies, and this is judgments and bodies comes up like, oh, I don't know, like, salt and pepper tend to come up together, right?
Yeah.
Tell
me about it.
Right? Well, and how many of us have made bodies our most judgeable offense? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, what invention of, what stupidity of, for those of you who have not heard the stupidity process, it's not about uneducated, it's only about where you're cutting off your awareness. So it's things like, if you put your hand in a pot of boiling water, if you put your hand in a pot of boiling water, you know it's going to get burned, but you do it anyways, okay? It's that unawareness that goes, well, I know it might get burned, but you know what, that might also be fun, and so you do it. So this is what we're talking about when we talk about stupidity, okay? So what stupidity are you using to create your body as the acceptable judgment that you can survive?
Oh, God. Acceptable judgment. Okay. Yes. I don't know.
Yeah, so cool. So everything that is, destroy and uncreate it, please.
Oh, God. Yes, please.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, Paco, nice, boys, and okay, and what I'm talking about with this acceptable judgment is how many of us have actually created our bodies as a way of judge me for this, because I know you can see it and I can't hide it. Judge me for this because I know I can survive this judgment, because as long as you're judging me for this, you won't actually see the thing underneath that I hope you never see, because if you judge me for that, I wouldn't survive it. It would really destroy me. So,
yeah, that's almost also, I feel like I'm addicted to it. I don't know, like it just comes out automatically. Yeah, every day.
Great.
Almost every day. And my husband says, oh, I'm tired of listening to your litany of judgments of your body. And I'm like, oh,
wow.
You see this? He's just like, you're pinpointing everything. He's just like that. I don't see anything.
So cool. So, all right, so everyone
So have your book,
misidentified.
Donnielle.
Everywhere you've misidentified and misapplied judgment as awareness and acknowledgement of what is for your body. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, puck on ice, shorts, boys and beyond. And, we've been taught in this reality, find what's wrong and fix it. Okay?
Yeah.
And so find what's wrong and fix it, find what's wrong and fix it. I'll ship you implant the next month associated with that, holding that in place. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, puck on ice, shorts, boys and beyond. Okay? Because with that point of view in place, find what's wrong and fix it. First of all, what do you have to use to find what's wrong?
What do I have to use to find what's wrong?
Yeah, how do you determine what's right or what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Judgment, right?
Yeah. There's so many coming up in my universe now. So.
I know, and it's exciting. I can
God.
hardly sit still. As a matter of fact, I'm not sitting still. I'm up in my office dancing. Okay, so that's one of my body's ways of helping me facilitate is movement. Okay, so cool. So, so we've used judgment to determine what's right and what's wrong. And with a point of view of find what's wrong and fix it,
yeah,
we have to use judgment and go, well, my body isn't good at this, my body isn't good at this, my body needs to change here. Mm-hmm. And this is the validation of this reality. Okay? Well, I'm finding what's wrong, so I know what to fix. So, what invention of finding what's wrong to fix it are you using to invalidate the body you are choosing and creating?
Yes.
Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes, please.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, night, church, boys, and beyond. Okay, so this is where it's going to get interesting, Donnielle. We're going to need to take a quick little break. Okay. And so normally I wouldn't do this in a session because as you guys can perceive out there, the energy is flowing. Okay, and so we're gonna be able to pick it back up with the contribution of everybody. Okay, and this is the fun of what contribution can be. And I'm doing a radio show in a couple weeks called "What Exactly Is Contribution?" Because what if it's different than you think? Okay, so. All right, so this is Donnielle with my special guest, Donnielle. We're doing a live on-air session of the Right Body for You tools in action. It's like I've heard the tools and how the freak do I use them? This is one example. All right, so this is Donnielle and Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We're on A2Zen.fm, and we will be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? Thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that when run assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bars session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator to schedule a private session or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at a2zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. I'm Donnielle, your host and body tour guide. And today I am also, well, I'm always a facilitator, but today we're facilitating a session on air, and it's pretty exciting. I'm so excited about this because, you know, I get it. I know there's a lot of tools each week, and people are like, holy freaking crap, how do I use these tools? What tools am I supposed to use? What do these look like in action? And so we did a drawing, and Miss Donnielle from Beirut, Lebanon, by way of Canada, because of course that is the normal route to get to Lebanon is through Canada.
The only way.
Is the one who energetically was pulled and said, hey, you know what, I'm willing to play, I'm willing to be vulnerable and do this. And so thank you, Donnielle, for being that vulnerable.
You have no idea how vulnerable I really feel right now. I'm like, I don't know, shrinking, melting, or whatever. It's just
cool.
Yeah, all time.
And I'm grateful for that, and thank you for the acknowledgement of that for you. And if you'd be willing to acknowledge you and your body about being that vulnerability, it's like, okay, cool. And what if this vulnerability is a new state of being and functioning? Okay?
Wow.
Everything that doesn't allow that with you is destroyed, uncreate it, please.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, we'll talk online first, boys, men. Because one of the tools we talk about a lot is the intensity of something, whether it's an awareness or a body pain or whatever it is. It's like, you know, this reality tells us, oh, if something's intense, back off, take stock, start over, and look at it again. But what if being that intensity, being that vulnerable, on the other side of it is the awareness that you've been asking for? So truth, and connect your body and ask your body also, would you and your body be willing to be the vulnerability of this awareness constantly? With no judgment. Oh, yeah, no judgment.
Yeah. Yes.
To whatever degree you're willing. And everywhere you want to have the distractor implants of like, holy crap, no. It's too much or intense or anything. Truth, would you be willing to try and uncreate it?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, we'll talk on night, boys and beyond. Okay, so because check in with your body with that. How's your body going right now?
Totally vibrating. My head is spinning. I'm vibrating.
Cool. And I love it. In the chat,
like I'm not here.
On fire. Yeah. And so, and oftentimes that's a fun indication from your body, because, you know, we talk a lot about communication with the body. So it's like her body is talking to her in many different ways right now. And I would venture to guess that since starting this and dropping your barriers and being that little bit more vulnerable, how is communication with your body in the past 20 minutes?
The last 20 minutes?
Yeah, just since we started
the
session.
It's much more intense, yeah. It's much more intense, much more pronounced.
Cool,
such a,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
perception.
Absolutely. And that's more of the willingness, to receive the awarenesses that our body has constantly given us. And that's one of my big questions I'm asked all the time. Well, how do I actually get the communication from my body louder? Drop your barriers and be vulnerable, okay? Thank you. So, thank you, Donnielle. This is. I'm having so much fun. I hope you are. So.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel really like this vulnerability thing. I wow, like to step up into this, to step up and step out into this space.
Cool.
It's really like
and
frightening, but hey, I'm here.
yeah, exactly. You're here, exactly. You're here. You're still talking. You haven't tapped out yet.
Yes,
I'm
breathing. I'm breathing.
Cool.
Okay.
And so take once more all of the nervousness or fear or anything like that. Take that and make it all infinite. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Okay. You can use more than one tool. Again, just because you used it doesn't mean you can't use it 10 minutes later. Okay?
You can repeat.
Just saying. Yes. Because we're cute. And a lot of times, sometimes we can go back. And sometimes, you guys, it's not going back. And Donnielle, it's not going back. It is that as we're looking at these intensities with bodies in your life, we tend to reveal new stuff, okay? Sometimes the new stuff can feel like the old stuff, and we want to self-flagellate and get mad at ourselves or judge ourselves going, see, I created it again. But what if it's just new stuff you're revealing?
Yeah.
Okay? So everywhere you want to judge, I know we've been talking about judgment, so everywhere you want to judge that if you have to use a tool a second time, or something comes up in your universe like, I can't believe I'm not over this yet. What if it's not about getting over it? What if it's just about new stuff? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or new stuff revealed. So everything that is, destroy and uncreate it.
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, online, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay? And there's so much energy. It's so fun. So I'm
sensing it too.
Oh, yeah, right? Literally, you guys, I can't sit still. I am dancing.
Sorry about that, Donnielle.
Oh, no, it's great. I'm literally going back and forth. If anybody's ever seen me in a class, they know what I'm doing. I'm going back and forth. I'm going feet as far as I can be tethered to my phone that is tethered to my computer. So I have like a 2-foot radius of how far I can go with my headset on. All right, so, Donnielle, with in the chat room, my lovely producer said I'm a producer's nightmare. She loves me. It's really a compliment. So she loves me because I'm always pushing the boundaries of what we do on radio. So, including you, Donnielle, again, for doing this. All right. So before the break, we were talking about the acceptable judgments, okay? And how we find what's wrong and fix it. So, okay, all right. So what if all of these lies, all of these judgments, all of these points of view aren't actually true? Okay.
Yay!
And we talk a lot about light heavy. Okay, it's a tool that we give a lot. So anything that is true for you makes you feel light. Anything that is heavy for you is a lie or untrue. Yeah. So generally, when I ask you, what if all of these judgments and points of view and projections about you and your body, what if they aren't true? What if they're a lie? Does that make you feel lighter, heavier, or no change?
Feeling lighter.
Cool. Okay.
I think that's why I would yay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I know. I know. You said yay. I'm like,
it happened right away.
Yeah. And that's another tool. Thank you. So it's like everywhere we want to judge ourselves for. I haven't asked the question. I just got the awareness, so I did it wrong because I didn't ask the question. It's like the truth. Were you in your body? The question. Yeah. That's the speed of the question. Okay, so everywhere we want to make questions our job, questions the work, and we as humanoids just love work, right? Or maybe not.
Big time. Okay.
So we avoid asking the question.
Mm.
Everything that is, destroy and uncreate it, please.
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. So, what energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to be the space and the ease of living as the question you truly be?
Mm.
Okay, and living as the question is one of the 10 keys of access consciousness, and it doesn't say live asking questions, it says live as the question. Okay? So, what energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to be the space and ease of living as the question you truly be? And if he doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so cool. So I asked you to use the light heavy tool on what if all of these are a lie or untrue. And you're like, yay, yeah, it's not true. Cool. All right, so what have we made so valuable about believing or creating the lies of this reality through and with our body?
Sorry, what was that? I missed one word.
That's all right. Everything that is, would you be willing
yes,
to destroy and create it?
Right? Yeah. Good, great.
Boys and guns.
Okay.
Okay. And oftentimes, folks, when you miss part of it, whether you create an audio dropout or whether you just zone off for a minute, oftentimes there's something in there for it. Yeah. So let me see if I can repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if I can. All right. So what stupidity? What invention of? Holy crap! And see, and this is the fun thing is it's like energy shifts and change, and so the processes change
right.
also. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So, what invention of validating the lies of this reality of, through, and with your body? Everything that is, would you be willing to start and create it, please?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. What invention of the need of validating the lies of this reality are you using to create the destruction of your body?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that is truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, lion, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what invention of the need of validating this reality, of the lies and judgments of this reality, are you using to create the destruction of the body you are choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, would you destroy and uncreate it all, please?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so let that one go for a little bit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so back to this. If you have the point of view, find what's wrong and fix it, especially with your body, because like you said, your husband wakes up in the morning, or your husband says, I'm tired of hearing all of your judgments about your body, blah, blah, blah. But you're like, that's what I'm doing. This is what this reality tells me. Okay, find what's wrong, fix it. Use judgment to destroy my body. Too fat, it's too thin, it's too tall, it's too short, it's too, I was just in India and they don't have dark skin. My skin's too dark, it's too white, it's too whatever.
Sure, and actually part of it also, I hear my parents talking when I am judging my body. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My family's talking.
So,
all
who does
boyfriends are
judgments
talking.
belong to? Yeah. Who does those judgments belong to, my dear?
Oh,
you, someone else,
yeah.
or something else?
Oh, those.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So cool. And you guys, and this is another way. This is a great example of using the tool who does it belong to, or I don't know, awareness. Because it's like I hadn't asked who does it belong to yet. The energy was there, but I hadn't asked yet. But Junaline, what did you say? I hear my parents talking. Yes, that's a strong indication of who does it belong to. Okay? And this is the awareness.
Every time I look at the mirror.
Yeah. And you guys, this is the awareness. What if awareness is different than anything you expected? It will show up different every time. Okay? So everywhere we don't acknowledge the awarenesses from our body, with our body, and from the universe and our knowing, because it looks different, truth, would you be willing to destroy it and create it?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, Apocalypse, nitrous, boys and beyond. And truth, would you be willing to return all that to center?
Yes. Of course.
Cool. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Right, wrong, good, bad, Apocalypse, nitrous, boys and beyond. What energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to be the space and need of return to sender you truly be? Anything doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, Apocalypse, nitrous, boys and beyond. Okay, so here's what's fun. So what I want you to do, Donnielle, is now when you start talking to your husband or you look in the mirror or whatever it is, and you go, oh my gosh, my body is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I actually want to, you're laughing, you're so dead.
True.
I want you to stop and look at the energy. As you're looking at these judgments or looking at your body, do these things you're saying make you feel light, make you feel heavy, or just send you off into a spin or whatever it is? Okay? All right.
Yes.
Because when I ask you guys to use this light heavy tool, I'm asking even with the things you say to yourself. Okay? So when you look in the mirror, you can even look at the energy of, I don't know, this morning when you woke up and looked in the mirror. Did it make you want to start out your day going, yes, let's go take care of the world, or do you just want to go, ugh, crap?
Well, some days are like that, but generally days are like, oh wow, I look pretty today. Actually, it's getting better. Huh? I look like, oh, I feel good. I look good, yes. And then when I look at the body, something comes up. But it's with Access actually, it's working better and better. Yeah, it's getting better.
All right, so everything, all the tail, you're just spinning for me right now. Truth, would you will to start and create all that?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Right, good, bad, Apocalypse, nitrous, boys and beyond. Not what I asked, honey. I like it.
Does it mean I'm justifying it?
No,
am I justifying it or excusing it?
Well, yeah, acknowledge the days when, yes, things are lighter and you're being aware and you're being vulnerable and you're being present. And notice, Donnielle, notice the energy when you went, yes, I look pretty good and I do this, and then, it's getting better every day. There's still some of those days. Notice how the energy went. Okay? And it started getting kind of weird. Okay? What's the underlying point of view going on there? Okay? And I know everywhere I just made your head spin and you check out, destroy and uncreate that, please.
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, Apocalypse, nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Cool. And thank you for sticking with me. I know this isn't easy. And podpoc, everything back.
Oh, yes.
Destroy and uncreated. Right, wrong, good, bad, Apocalypse, nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Cool. All right.
I feel like I'm drugged.
Yeah, pretty much. You are. Drugged unconsciousness.
Hi, I'm Donnielle.
Hi on yourself, darling. Having a good time. All right. So next time you look in the mirror and it isn't one of those days of like, hey, I look pretty good, which, by the way, I look pretty good. 6 point of view judgment, maybe? Maybe? Just a little bit. Yeah. So everything that is.
I look great.
And look at the energy, because you can say that you can sit there and go, my body and I look great, and it's true, and you know it. And other days you're like, And I'm full of crap. I'm just trying to convince myself. Okay? This is why you want to look at the energy underneath. Okay? Look at the energy underneath. So everything that is, destroy and uncreate it, please.
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, nice, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so one thing I want to get to really quickly, because I know we're quickly running out of time. It's amazing how quickly this time goes, and we've skipped all the breaks. Thank you, producers extraordinaire. All right, so when we have the point of view of find what's wrong and fix it, and we are using that as validation of being right in this reality. It's like, okay, see, I have judgment on myself, so I'm right. Okay, so how much, Junaline, how much of your body and your life are you breaking or having broken so that you can find what's wrong so you can fix it? Fun, isn't it?
Wow.
So, everything that is, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pocket, line, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay? And that's why I say comments like, well, I'm looking better, I'm still using the tools, and I have good days and bad days. That tends to validate this point of view of find what's wrong and fix it, because one of the most perverted things in this reality is nothing wrong, no judgment.
It's the perverted thing in this reality is nothing's wrong?
Yeah, that we are literally perverting reality.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that is and everywhere we're using our bodies with that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good after fuck on night, church, boys, beyond. And thank you for jumping off the deep end with me just then. Thank you and your body. And please get your bars run after this. Not just you, but the people listening. And me. So, truth. How much of your body and your life are you breaking, destroying, or allowing to stay broken to validate our rightness of the wrongness of this reality? Validating the rightness of the wrongness of our rightness of this reality.
Yeah.
Everything that is truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, on night, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay? So how much of your life and your body are you breaking or allowing to stay broken? And you guys, I get questions like this all the time. Why do I go back? Why do I not allow the change? This might be some of it for some of you guys. Okay? When you have the point of view, you can only fix or change what's broken. You have to have something broken to allow change. And how much of this actually shows up in our bodies? Okay? Remember, light heavy tool. All right, so.
That's awesome. And actually, I've just been having this awareness in my universe that I've had, I don't know what to call it, challenge with receiving with my body.
Cool. And so everywhere you have defined.
Compliment. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. And everywhere you've defined it as a challenge to receive, because then you have to create the challenge to prove you have to overcome it to receive. And then once you say, hey, I've received, you overcome your challenge. And then last time I received, I had to have a challenge to overcome, so I'm going to recreate that challenge to overcome it.
Okay. Yeah.
To receive. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that? Thank you.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, night, church, boys, and beyond. So that's what I'm saying. It's like no definition, no judgments. And I'm always harping on you guys to look at the phrases and words you're using and the energy behind it. Okay? So something, what we would say is benign as I have a challenge of receiving. It's like, no, I'm acknowledging what's going on. It's like, okay, cool, but don't define it as I have a challenge of receiving with my body, because then you know what? You'll have a challenge of receiving with your body. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite tools. What part of this is awareness? What part of this is judgment? Okay? Because oftentimes, as soon as we have the awareness, we've already changed it. But then the judgment comes in behind to solidifies that point of it's a challenge. Okay? So something like that, what part of this is awareness, what part of this is judgment. It's like, okay, so you have the awareness. I have a challenge of receiving with my body. And in that split second, did it already change? And then the judgment comes in behind and goes, okay, solidify that as a challenge so we know we can overcome it later.
Wow.
Okay?
Oh.
Everything that is, destroy and uncreate it, please.
Oh, yes.
Cool.
Out of this. I'm spinning. Right. I'm going crazy. I'm having a headache. That's not true. I'm just
yes, please
really
have your bars run. Right around Shores Boards and Beyond. Okay, so we are literally like 3 minutes, so I got to make a few announcements. Junaline, thank you so much for the vulnerability.
Thank you, Donnielle.
Listen to this again.
Yes.
Oh my
definitely.
gosh, you were so much fun. You were a gift to me. I've had a good time. I hope you and your body did, and please get your bars run afterwards.
Thank you, Donnielle, for the invitation. Thank you so much, Christine and Johan, everyone.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank you, Junaline. I'm so grateful. All right, so, and I wanted to get out the announcement really quickly. And you guys, this is fun. I think I'll be doing it again, like maybe once a quarter or something. It's fun to show you guys how these tools are in action. But one announcement I want to make sure I get off really quickly is I have a teleseries coming up, a 3-day intensive called Myths About Bodies that we were taught as children. And, you know, Junaline and I talked a little bit about family. It's like, oh, my gosh, all of this stuff came from my family. I can hear my parents and my friends talking. Exactly. So that's going to be a fun teleseries. And a fun element we're adding is we're going to simultaneously do it as a Google Hangout also, because bodies are such a part of this, and people are like, we want to see you, we want to see the energy shifting, so we're going to simultaneously do it as a Google Hangout and a telecall. So you can listen, you can watch, you can do a combo of whatever you would like. And so we're just figuring this out yesterday. So you guys are the first to hear the new announcement of doing it simultaneously like that. So we're going to have fun. It's August 11th through the 13th, and you can go to DonnielleCarter.accessconsciousness.com to sign up and learn more about it. It's going to be a fun 3 days in a row, boom, 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 intensive. You get to hear, get to see, get to have a good time, and what else is truly possible. So thank you guys again. Thank you, Junaline, for being vulnerable to play and do this on-air session. It was incredible for me. And thank you for Christina and Rio, who were helped me before this, setting it all up, and during the call. And thank you guys, everyone who's listening. Whether it's now or in the replay in the future, your energy was a great contribution. Your body's energy was a great contribution. I'm so grateful. And we're down to the last 30 seconds. And you guys, thank you so much. Check out, we have a lot of fun upcoming shows. Make it a fun week. Make it a happy week. Enjoy your body because it's enjoying you. And you know what? Be back next week because you know what? I will be, and I'll be live. Woohoo! Check it out. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A to Zen.fm. We hope you and your body will join us.